Hello, Sylvia here, nutrition and fasting coach. Yes, so I took myself off of my blood pressure medication and I promised to come on here and tell you exactly how I did that. But before I start telling my story, just to make clear, this is my story. This is not medical advice. I was in constant communication with my doctor. This is not something I recommend you do on your own. You need to talk to your doctor if you want to adjust any kind of medication. So just that said, this is not medical advice. But I'm going to tell you my story and how I did it. And the one thing that made it all possible is that I prioritized my health enough to change my work schedule to allow me a regular sleep schedule. So changing my work schedule allowed me to be able to go to sleep at the same time every day, every night, which drastically improved my quality of sleep. And this just shows how your body is connected with system, how one thing can affect everything else, how you feel. So this just set the stage of everything else that was possible. So throughout the whole process here, my dietary choices are whole foods. I'm avoiding added sugars, refined carbs, and highly processed foods. And I usually stick to very simple food choices. But it is with having that first step of my sleep getting on point made this so much easier. It made it easier to make good decisions because you are rested, you're feeling better, your hormones are better. So the first step controls everything else. So by doing that, I was able to focus on the foods that I know are going to help me on this journey. So whole foods, focusing on fiber, protein, and healthy fats in every meal. Before I started my experiment trying to come off the medication, I also did a 7-day sugar detox challenge where I completely avoided any added sugar, any alcohol, anything like that for 7 days just to set myself up for success. So I did that for 7 days. Also, throughout this whole process, I continued to live a fasting lifestyle. So also, again, because of that very first step, controlling my sleep made it now easier for me to get back to the fasting routine that I love and that my body loves. So the routine that I practiced leading up to this was I always include 1 day a week with no fasting at all, which means no more than 12 hours of fasting. And I included 1 36-hour fast either once a week or every 2 weeks leading up to this. I think it was 1 or 2 weeks, but I actually did 2 36-hour fasts. But that's not something I do regularly. I usually do every 1 or 2 weeks, I'll do a 36-hour fast. Other than that, I might throw in a 24-hour instead, but I don't usually do more than that. The rest of the days through the week, they vary between 16 to 24 hours, somewhere in there, all depending on my schedule, how I feel, and what I have going on in my life. And that is what's so great about this lifestyle, that you can make it fit your life and you can live your life and enjoy things and still have this incredible lifestyle working for you. Also for exercise, I didn't do anything specific for exercise, but I did move my body. I consistently got over 10,000 steps a day. So movement. The last thing I did during this process was that I was wearing a continuous glucose monitor so that I could learn exactly how my body reacts to the food I eat, when I eat that food, how I eat that food in real time, so that I could consistently make better decisions and learn how my body reacts to the foods to avoid glucose spikes, which is insulin spikes. So everything that I did, from the sleep, the foods, the fasting, the sugar detox, the movement, everything that I did was aimed towards one thing, and that was to improve my insulin sensitivity. Because insulin affects everything. It affects your blood pressure. It affects your cardiovascular health. It affects your cholesterol. It's not just some diabetes thing. It affects your whole body. So controlling your insulin that has become my #1 priority for my own health. So when I did the challenge, I checked my blood pressure twice a day for a week before I came off the medication. I continued checking my blood pressure twice a day, same times, after I came off the medication. And my blood pressure was actually lower after I came off the medication. So that shows you that it is possible with lifestyle changes to avoid the drugs, and you can become healthier. So if this is something that you want to learn how to do for yourself, let me know. Drop me a note below or send me a DM. I'll be happy to chat with you, because I now have a program that I have called the Metabolic Reset, where I can provide continuous glucose monitors for my clients, which is giving you that amazing insight into how your body works. You see exactly how your body reacts from the food you eat, when you eat, how you eat, how stress and activities affect your body. And you can learn how to improve your metabolic health. So send me a message. I'll be happy to chat with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.